Welcome into DRF Daily, DRF Sportsbooks. Not daily anymore, really, so maybe we should change the name. But sports betting live stream coming at you every single. It's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, catch us 11 a.m. wherever you watch. So that's Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube live streaming. And then you can catch all of these right after we finish the live stream. We'll be live up on our YouTube. So check us out there. And every Sunday morning at around 9 a.m., we'll be hopping on breaking down the full slate of NFL action. That will also be Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at DRF Sportsbook. Follow us wherever you're on social. We're on TikTok too. We're on trying to think Twitch as well and a few other places. Find us at DRF Sportsbook. But thank you so much for joining us to DRF Sportsbook Daily here on a fantastic Thursday. And you folks know why it is fantastic? Because the NFL is finally back after a long hiatus. We've been waiting since February. The NFL is back tonight with a fantastic game. The Bills and the Rams. It's going to be great. This is all free. All of this data free at drf.com/sports. But before we jump into that game, a couple other housekeeping things we have to get out of the way. First, Washed Up Walk-Ons, an amazing partner of ours. We're the title sponsor of the Washed Up Walk-Ons podcast. If you head to ia.drf.com, if you live in Iowa, check out the Washed Up Walk-Ons boost. They think Navy wins this week, so we went ahead and gave it a 50% boost. Check that out in the rewards section in ia.drf.com, or you can download the DRF Sportsbook app, Apple App Store, Google Play Store, wherever you find apps, you'll find the DRF Sportsbook app. You can also check out the full slate of NFL action before we break it down on Sunday, right here, right now, drf.com/sports. All of the data is live. And I believe that's it. Last but not least, I almost forgot this. Subscribe to our newsletter. It's coming at you every Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, breaking down the biggest games in football using DRF's data. We have a fantastic hit rate on those. Gives you a lot of insights, a lot of edge. And if you want to get into horse racing or you're into horse racing at all, DRF does stand for Daily Racing Form. So we give out some horse racing picks in there as well, and we try and get you accustomed, the reader, the newsletter reader, accustomed to horse racing. So if you want to check out, Saratoga next year when it comes back around, Del Mar out on the West Coast, you can check us out there, and we'll help you out with your horse racing picks as well. So all that fun stuff out of the way. It's Bills, it's Rams tonight. Rams +2. The defending Super Bowl champions try and repeat something that has, I know it's said ad nauseum on every single one of these sports, something that hasn't been done in a really long time. The Rams +2, home dog tonight. Total is set at 52. Bills, lot of talking heads really like the Bills to win not only this game, but the Super Bowl this year. If you look at this, before we really break down the game, I think we have to break down this right here. The Bills are +600, the preseason favorites, far and away to win the Super Bowl, +600. Josh Allen is also the favorite to win MVP this year. He's sitting at +700. You can find all the latest odds at DRF Sportsbook. He's +700 to win the NFL MVP. A few other guys behind him, but Josh Allen's the favorite to win the MVP. The Bills are the favorite to win the Super Bowl. There is a lot of hype surrounding the Buffalo Bills this season, and it is worth mentioning that only 6 times has the preseason favorite gone on to win the Super Bowl. Last time was 2018 when New England did it. Before that was 2016 when New England did it. 2006 the Colts did it, 93 the Cowboys, 89 the Niners, and 88 the Niners. So it hasn't been done by a lot of teams, and it's only been done 6 times in the history of the NFL. So the question that's on all of our minds, though, can the Bills win this game? They can. I mean, if you look at the history of it, the Bills are 6-2 against the spread and straight up against the Rams since 1992, 3-0 when they play at the Rams, and that's not at LA. That's not because, I mean, since 1992, the Rams have been in LA and St. Louis. So the Bills have had solid success against the Rams. but this is a new season. The Rams are not the Rams of old. So maybe there's a little bit of a shakeup there. Bills also really solid on turf. SoFi Stadium is, of course, a turf field. The Bills are 19-7 against the spread on turf over the last 3 seasons. So the Bills have some history to it. They have the preseason MVP favorite. They're the preseason favorite to win the Super Bowl. But their Achilles heel, as has been noted throughout this entire offseason, will be their offensive line this year. They're solid, but they're not that deep. And last year they finished as the 17th best unit according to PFF. And maybe that impacts them for the entire season. This isn't necessarily a futures talk here. But what I'm really breaking that down to is Aaron Donald, the one-man wrecking crew on the Rams, will provide tons and tons of issues tonight for this Bills offensive line that isn't in the top half of teams in the NFL. They're actually number 1 in the bottom half of offensive line units. So that's going to be something to watch in this game. That's something to watch throughout this season as well. If there is one weakness to this Bills team, it is their offensive line. But when you have Josh Allen, who's so mobile, I don't know how much it necessarily impacts the game. Breaking it down, can the Rams win? I think the Rams win this game. Let me backtrack that up. I think the Rams +2 is the play, and for a few reasons. Normally, I like to fade the public, or at least give a little bit more thought when the public's on it. 62% of the public is on the Rams +2 tonight, according to DRF Sports data. So that kind of gives me a little bit of worry, but it does seem that the overwhelming majority of Twitter and social media talking heads are on the Bills, not only tonight, but on the entire year. I think the Rams start with a cover tonight and potentially even a win. And I have that theory because the Rams' weapons are just better. You look at these teams both on paper, the Rams have better wide receivers, in my opinion, a better rushing attack. This is going to be the Bills' first game without their offensive coordinator, Brian Daboll, who is the mastermind of building Josh Allen into an MVP favorite. So that's going to provide some problems for the Bills. And the Rams, Matthew Stafford had that weird elbow injury throughout training camp. But according to reports, and you got to take all reports with a grain of salt, everything's fine with Matthew Stafford as we head into week 1. The elbow should be fine, at least for week 1. We will reevaluate that elbow in week 2, 3, 4, etc. But it seems like the Rams are the better team on paper, better weapons, better, at least offensive weapons. And Tre'Davious White tore his ACL last season. He's going to miss at least the first 4 games of this year. And with the offensive weapons that the Rams have at their disposal, missing your number 1 corner for week 1 is going to be a big blow. There's also a really good trend that hits 73% of the time over the last 5 seasons. And that's betting on underdogs who had a good offense from last season. And we define a good offense as 24 points per game or more. So the Rams have a great offense from last season. They return a lot of weapons. They lose a few, but I mean, at the same time, Lance McCutcheon seems like he's the next big thing, or a really solid guy who'll get targeted once or twice in a game and really make the defense pay with that. And overall, the Rams still have Aaron Donald on the defensive side of the ball. They lost Von Miller to, you guessed it, the Buffalo Bills. But I think there are some question marks on the Rams offensive line as well. Andrew Whitworth retired. We don't know how necessarily good that team's going to be. But give me Rams +2. I think the energy in that stadium really impacts this game. I think the weapons on the Rams side are just going to be too much to handle for this Bills team. And I don't think this is going to be an indictment on the Bills season. I don't think this is, oh my gosh, we have to cash out our futures tickets on Josh Allen and company, and we have to cash out our futures on the Bills Super Bowl. By no means do I think that. Granted, I'm also going to say I don't think, if I'm betting futures, I'm not betting the Bills. There's just not a lot of value at +600, in my opinion, for them to win the Super Bowl. You look at that. The Rams are +1100. They are the 4th favorite to win the Super Bowl this year, tied for 4th with the Packers. So that's worth being noted. But give me Rams +2 tonight. I think that's how it's going to go. That's how this game is going to go. And here's the bet slip that is loaded for tonight's action. Give me Rams +2 against the Bills. They're home underdogs in openers. They were a good offense. I see no reason that their offense takes a dive. Bills defense can be a little bit shaky. Maybe the addition of Von Miller works out for him, but we'll see how that works. Worth noting, last time we were here was about 6 days ago. We were 2-1 last time out, and our overall football record's now 3-3. We're looking to build on that here in the NFL season. So that's it for today. Just a couple friendly reminders. Subscribe to our newsletter. Head to drf.com/sports and you'll find the subscribe to newsletter button in the bottom right of it. You can find all the free game data, everything like that if you want to check it out here over at drf.com/sports. Free game of the day. A lot of great stuff coming. We'll have more videos added as the day goes on and as the weekend gets closer. We have a few great games coming up. On Friday, we're featuring Louisville against UCF. Saturday, Alabama, Texas is our free game of the day. And you see here, Tampa, Dallas is our Sunday night free game of the day. Fun fact on that one, Dallas 7-0 against the spread in the first half of the season the last 2 years. So some awesome stuff coming down the pike. Follow us at DRF Sportsbook, and we'll be back tomorrow breaking down some Friday football games, a few Saturday games, maybe one Friday game, one Saturday game, we have one Sunday NFL game. But we look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. See ya.